In 3, 2, 1, go! Hey guys! So, hold on a second. Can I move this out of the way? I cannot. Maybe I can. Hey guys! Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Fluff Defense. Alright, so cool. I figured out that I can actually use this reference for like bringing up past pictures, which is like cool, you know? Today we're... Alright, if it would work with me, bro. Okay. Alright, you know, I'm just going to move it around like that. Alright, so in like the past video, right, we I guess we were able to understand what Pompom was. This is a Pompom. All right, so we're going to be talking about Fluff Defense. You probably don't know what that is, but we'll learn about it. So basically, to start off, right, I tried drawing. All right, so what do we know about this character? Pompom is fluffy, right? Like, so if you see a Pompom way over there and you're like, oh, it's a Pompom, it's cute, right? Well, guess what? It's this fluffy little thing, right? It's a fluffy little, you know, thing. I tried drawing it fluffy, you know, I was kind of, you know, I guess, what can you say? Getting a little, I don't know. What would be the right word? You know, when you draw something over and over again and it doesn't look like the way you want it to look like and you're just like, man, I'm done. Then you walk away or you go away from it and you come back to it and you're like, all right, let me fix this. It's that sort of like, situation. Well, you know what? I ended up with this, and you know what? The more I look at it, I'm okay with it. I'm like, yep, this is a fluffy little thing. This is the idea. This is the important thing is getting the idea down and trying to, you know, I guess convey to you guys that this is what I'm going for. So, Pompom is a fluffy thing, right? It's a cute but also fluffy thing, and this fluff, if you will, like the fluffiness, right? The fluffiness of it isn't just for being adorable. It also helps it in battles and stuff like that. So whenever it's, I guess, in a battle, it actually helps it in those situations as well. That's part of, I guess, the benefit of being such a fluffy little thing. All right, so this was basically just to show you that it is like a fluffy thing. Do you see how fluffy it is? It's a fluffy thing. Okay, good. So now, let's say you're in a battle. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Okay, so you're battle ready, right? You're like, woo, okay. It's like you were by your partner, but or like this thing was by its partner, and then the battle started, right? The battle started, and now it just jumped forward or like walked forward, and it's like in a battle stance. It's ready to fight, right? It's like, all right, let's go, right? Oh no! What happens? What happens? All right, hold on. You see this? I thought that's weird. So when I was putting it together. I actually guess I didn't finish that, or I erased it somehow. I don't know, you know? So hold on a second. This is more or less what we're going for here. Wow, fixing it on video. Isn't that nice? All right, so that's the... I don't know what happened. Wait a minute. Oh, this happened. Wait a minute. Okay. That's confusing. All right, well, anyway, that's where we're at. So here we go. Battle ready, right? We're ready for a battle, and whatever's in front of it, I'd imagine is, I mean, it could be something huge. It could be something, you know, depending on like how courageous this little guy is. I don't know, but it looks determined, right? It looks like determined, like, all right, we're in a fight, or we're we're about to throw down now, right? Okay, so and it's interesting. There's like a difference here, right? Okay, so anyway, lovable, ready to throw down. Okay, so now that it's like ready to throw down, there are times, right, where something will shoot like a beam. So let's say, because this is kind of fun, right? I want to put this over here. Can I put this over here? All right, so let's say you have your little cute thing right here, right? And it's like right there, and it's like, it's not even looking like it, man. What's going on here? All right, I don't know. All right, it's supposed to, you know? All right, so let's say this is where it is right now, and it's just like da, right? It's like ready. It's ready to fight. Can we do that? Is that fine? Okay, so it's right there, right? Here it is. And there's something over here, right? It's like over here, and it's like, it's like a big thing. Maybe it has a tail. right? And maybe it has like ears. Maybe it has like a nose. I don't know. And this thing, let's say this thing over here, right? This guy over here. Let's say, oh man, why am I drawing on ready? All right, I don't know. Let's say he shoots something at it, right? He's like, right? He shoots something at it. And now, obviously, this thing right here could either move out of the way, right? It could move out of the way. It could be like, oh, I'm moving, and I'm over here now. So like, haha, right? Like, haha. Or it could be like, oh no, this is too fast. I'm scared. Now, this will actually happen if I'm scared. Or this will happen if it thinks like, okay, this is too fast to move out. Or what if like this thing was like over here? It got the jump on Pompom over here, and it just decided to attack from the back. You don't have a lot of time to move around. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing I was realizing, is that Pompom is adorable. Okay, no. We already know that. But Pompom is slow, okay? It's not the fastest thing around, all right? There are things that are going to be faster in this world than this little guy over here, okay? But what this character does effectively is being cute and being fluffy and, you know, I guess attacking sometimes, but it's not going to be the fastest thing around. So if something moves faster, like if it's like a quick thing and it just goes, let's say it moved quickly right here and it just went bam, right? Like it just shot something. The struggle for Pompom is going to be that it's not fast at moving. So let me put that back there. Now, the thing with Pompom is Fluff Defense, okay? This is one of those things. And we'll talk about traits in the future, because traits are going to be something that these guys have. Every character, you know, I don't have a name for what they are right now, but like we'll get to there at some point. This is like one of those in progress kinds of things, right? Like whenever I make these videos, we're in progress, and in the future we'll probably have more videos that we've done in the past that like, but you'll be able to go back and look at like where we were and where we are now, basically, and like compare them, you know. But right now I don't have a name for what these guys are. But eventually, and I'm not the greatest with names either. But whenever we know more about them, I'll be able to figure out, or I'll be able to call them something. For now, let's say, what was I saying? I was saying, oh yeah, they'll have traits, right? Traits that make them this one special, but different from another Pompom. They have individual traits, okay? I don't know if Fluff Defense is one of those traits. I know that Fluff Defense is going to be something special to Pompom, but I'm wondering if all of them have it or if some of them have it. They probably will all have it, and traits will probably be a different thing. So I don't know what I'm going to call Fluff Defense, but if Fluff Defense isn't something different, then it'll end up being a trait maybe. But I think traits and what Fluff Defense is going to be completely different. Just because, and you know what, also other things are going to have like their own, not necessarily Fluff Defense, but they're going to have their own things that make them special and that go with that, I guess, you know, certain character. I hope that makes sense, and if it doesn't, then I guess leave a comment and I'll try to, I don't know. Anyway, where were we at? We're at this, right? So he shoots something pretty fast, so he can move around here, and then maybe like this thing is like really fast and it shoots over here. The thing is, Pompom isn't that fast, but Fluff Defense is helpful, because what happens is, so let's say this, I was thinking it would be like ice, right? But I don't know. We'll this example has electric, so we'll do electric, or like like a shot of electricity. Okay, so let's say the attack is happening, right? The attack is happening. So here it is. Pompom would be right here. Hey, Pompom. Okay, so the Pompom would be right there, and let's see, where am I at? Take that away. Oh, darn it. Okay, so now imagine like the electricity being shot by like something else right here, or like something different. But it's not always just electricity, but this is electricity. So it's getting shot, and now this is what's happening. Basically, instead of running away, this Pompom decided to just stay there, focus, right? Focus and be still. Now what happens is when it's using its Fluff Defense thing that only this one, and maybe some other characters, but like this specific character has, Pompom has Fluff Defense, and when it's using its Fluff Defense like this, what happens is anything that's being shot, if it's focusing, and if it's just rather than running away, it's just focusing and standing still, pretty much like tanking the attack, right? Like instead of just running away from the attack, it's deciding to just stay there and use this. Now, what happens is, if done correctly, like if it's just focused and it's just like staying there, it won't actually hurt the pom-pom. Like the pom-pom will just be there. It'll just be like the electricity, like as you can see, this electricity is moving around, like it's like right, but it's just like staying there, trying to focus and not letting this thing hurt it. And the reason why it's able to is because of this fluff. The fluff around it is capable of defending it if it does this, if it just focuses and tries to control the situation, if you will. Like it basically, this electric is getting shot, right? Like it's like getting sent to it, but the Fluff Defense allows it to just tank the hit, and instead of it actually getting hurt from it, and instead of it actually moving away, it's able to tank the hit, and then from there, ready? Where are we at? Right here, and then. So once we have that, shatter it. All right? Basically, what happened here was the attack happened. Pom-Pom received the attack. But instead of running away, and instead of getting hit by it, but because it was able to use this, use this tactic, I guess, I wonder if I'll call it a tactic. I don't know. Anyway, it might be a tactic. But instead, it was able to use, we'll call it a tactic for now, but I don't know if I'm going to stay with that. Instead of just getting hit by it, because other things will get hit by it, right? What was something else that I showed you guys? Oh, you remember the rat guys? The rat thing, right? The rat can't do this. You know? The rat, right? Like, the rat... Hold on a second. Let me pull up the rat. All right, here we are. You see this rat? Right? This guy right here? He can't handle this, right? He's going to get hit by it. Basically, what happens is if this electricity goes towards him, not him, but the rat, right? This thing right here, which I don't have a name for him either. I'm just calling him a rat right now because that's what I've got. But if he goes to him, he's going to get hurt by it. But he's got other things that make him, that make him a good character to have, I guess you can say. But he'll get hurt by that electricity and by those other like blasty attacks, right? But the special thing about Pompom is with this Fluffy Defense, or Fluff Defense, right? Pompom is able to receive this attack and then to just shatter it and like done. Like instead of just getting hurt by it, it just, I was gonna use the word dissipate. It's probably called dissipate. Like it dissipates it away. Like it just makes it go. Like it just breaks it, right? So this fluff, like the fluffiness, just defended it basically. Like it was able to just tank the hit and not get hurt from it because the fluff was able to defend it from this attack basically. But it happens because it takes focus, right? Like you can't just Pompom won't be able to just do this like run around and hit something and like run around and attack, and it won't be able to like do this right away. This has to be one of those things where like something like dangerous is happening, right? Like something dangerous is being shot at it, and it's pretty much like a defense mechanism, right? It's a thing that it can use to protect itself. That's what it is. It protects itself by doing this, and instead of actually getting hurt by it, it just shatters it away and like pulls through it basically. Like it's just the fluff will protect it, but it needs to choose to do this. It doesn't actually do this without like trying, right? Like this is like basically a way it defends itself, but it has to decide that it's going to do this. It's not going to be something that it just does right away without even trying or without even paying attention. I hope that makes sense, right? Now let me hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm looking at all of this. What do you call it? Saying everything I want to say here. Natural defense mechanism. It's a scary situation. Or we'll talk about that, but it's most really okay. So yeah. Basically, it's a defense mechanism, right? So out in the wild and stuff like that, we're going to say like whenever it's like on its own, this is one of those things that I can also use, but it's because it's this specific character, like it's able to do that. Not other characters will be able to do that, but this is how it defends itself sometimes when something is being when it's being attacked by something. But this is also, sorry if I didn't make this clear, this is for blast attacks, okay? things that get shot and sent. So remember we were talking about how, where is it? Let me move you a bit, guy. This thing will be here. Right here. No. Oh, okay. Maybe it was over here. Okay, so you remember this guy right here. I said he was shooting like ice, right? Because this could be with like pretty much like a lot of things, right? It doesn't have to be like electric based. It could be like ice or other things. Like if it's something that's being shot, something that's being, you know, like sent, we can say sent. It can. I was gonna say elect to use this. You know, it could elect to use this to protect itself. And I would say that this in certain situations, because of how dangerous the attack can be, you know, the danger of the attack can vary, right? So it's not always going to be something that's like dangerous. You know, you can literally just use this for like the weakest attack, like, you know, it'll the same result will happen. It'll just, you know, dissipate the attack. It'll go away. It'll just break the attack. That's a good way to look at it. Is it's just breaking the attack because it decided, all right, you know, it decided to do that, and then just once like it was able to, just broke the attack, and it didn't hurt. Now, because it protected itself. Now, when I say, what was I saying? Oh, it doesn't hurt, but it depending on how dangerous the attack is and how like powerful and heavy, right, the attack is, it can get uncomfortable, right? You see how like it's not necessarily in the most comfortable situation, right? It's not comfortable to be like to have so much like, I guess what can you say, attacking power around it. It's just like, imagine like having all of this around you, and you know it's not hurting you, but it's just like this heavy, you know, situation. It just doesn't feel good, but obviously it'll protect it, you know, if it does this. So instead of letting it hurt, it's doing this sort of a tactic to get that damage to not happen, basically. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's not comfortable, but it's also its most reliable way of protecting themselves, basically. This is something that they're able to do to protect themselves from other things that would want to, I guess, or from other things that are, you know, opponents and like, you know, things that are trying to send attacks towards their way. And you know what? Here's a big thing. I want to peddle this idea forward, basically, right? So now we know what fluff defense is, right? One of the tactics, again, using that word tactics because I think that's, you know, a good fitting word until I find another one. One of the tactics that Pompoms are known for, or are going to be known for in this world. You know, back to this, right? Back to, what did we call it? Back to this. So let's move away from this for a bit. So, okay. So let's move this out of the way. Let me just make sure. Actually, no. All right. So back to this. These characters, these Pompoms are loving, right? They love their partners usually, right? They're very I don't know if loyal is the word, because loyalty is a different kind of thing, but like, you know, they're affectionate, right? Like they care about their partners a lot. Like when people are around them and, you know, make them their partner and they have them around, they grow attached, you know, they're able to just be such a loving and affectionate companion, and they care about their partner. They care about the person with them. And over time, you know, that'll grow, right? So now the thing is, instead of what can you say? No. When they, you know, that they'll end up growing attached to that person, and they'll care a lot about them. So whenever something decides to attack that person, right? When it becomes these specific beam attacks, they will protect their partner. They will actually go in front of them if if an attack is being sent towards them, and they will use their fluff defense to stop. Like, imagine if like the partner was like, let's say, Like if their person was like right here, right? Like, we'll just draw a stick figure. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. All right. I think it's right here. Okay. If the stick person, let's say the stick person was right here, right? Like, let's say they were trying to protect them. They'll stand in front of them and protect them from the attack, because I mean they're not going to get hurt from it, but they're also trying to protect the person they love, you know, the person that they really care about. So it's one of those things where like they can use this to defend someone they care about, and that'll you might see that in the future, you know, like this is just something that they're able to do, and it makes them special, just like other things are going to make them special, other characters special, if that makes sense, right? So I think that's pretty much what I was going for here, guys. And this, again, like I said, this can be all sorts of attacks that are just sent towards them. It's not, you know, specifically one sort of thing. And that's the cool part, is that from what I understand now, you know, there might be exceptions in the future. I don't know. Right now, as far as we know, this is like pretty much most attacks that get sent, you know, blast attacks and stuff like that get sent, they're able to do this and just, you know, I was going to say crash the attack, or just break the attack like that, because that's what their fluff, you know, helps them do. And I think I'm going to look at this just to make sure we're good. Different variations. Okay, so yeah, right now there might right now we know that the shatter, basically, right, that just like breaks the attack and that's it, right? Like it just dissipates, kind of thing, and like it's just gone. There might be a variation of this sort of tactic here. I don't know yet. There might be more than one variation here in the future, but I was, you know, there might be a variation where like instead of just like imagine if like there was an ice attack being sent towards Pompom, instead of it actually dissipating away and breaking, Pompom might be able to send it back. Just boop, back, you know? So like if it's like for example, if it was let's go back to this guy. We're gonna move this, right? All right, so let's see. If it was where are we at? Where's the dude? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So let's say he just decided, hey, I'm gonna make a really frozen ice attack towards you, right? Now it does that thing where it's like it decided to just like use the Fluff Defense instead. Now this Fluff Defense, the variation might actually be, hey, guess what? Now that instead of actually making the attack just break, Pompom might just send that attack right back towards it. And it might be one of those things that doesn't expect. So, you know, the counter to this actually, and to the whole Fluff Defense in general, and this is very important for understanding this, I guess. The counter to it is actually not using attacks that sending attacks like that, you know, because there could be attacks that are more like, you know, instead of sending an attack, you're using an attack, like you're using your arms, or like your head, like you're tackling, like instead of like actually sending an attack, maybe like running towards it and like, you know, giving it like a more of an attack that isn't actually like from distance. Does that make sense? Yeah, does that make sense? Because there's all sorts of attacks that you can do that are gonna be like, you know, instead of it being sent from a distance, you can actually like perform the attack. And Pompom protects itself with Fluff Defense from attacks that are sent from a distance, basically. So if it's not an attack that's like sent from a distance, right? If it's just more of like a attack that's like on contact, like a contact attack, then it's not going to be able to use this to protect itself. So that's pretty much like a counter towards anyone using, I guess, this sort of character. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay. So guys, I hope that was fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed that in some way, shape, or form. This is pretty much what I've got for right now in Fluff Defense. Now, I think that, you know, like most of the videos on this sort of thing, we might get further and further and further, and you know, some things might change, but as of right now, this is what Fluff Defense is, and I hope that this was fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed it in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and smile a lot, and I will talk to you another time. Thanks, guys. Take care, and bye.